everyone, Handy Handle Tips here. Welcome back to the channel. Sorry it's been about 11 days since the last video upload. I just found out I've had no time. I've been busy at work with the festive period, and I was off last week, but we spent most of that visiting relatives and Christmas shopping. You know, you find when you and your partner both work full time, when you are off together on a holiday from work, you spend most of your time catching up with people that you haven't seen in the passing months because you've both been working full time. But anyway, I digress. I've noticed on the channel that the ROG Ally videos are getting far more views than the PlayStation Portal videos, but you know, I'm not really concerned about that. One of the ROG Ally videos got like 1.2k, which is absolutely awesome. It was the future proofing one. I could have done a better job on that, but anyway, I'll make another one. So yeah, this video is going to be regarding the PlayStation Portal because during me and my partner's vacation from work, we went away for a night to go to a Christmas market in a city. And we stayed at a hotel. So I want to tell you guys the issues, the major issues that I have with PlayStation Portal, and maybe you guys can investigate your situations and see if this is going to be the right thing for you, and what you're planning to do with it. Because obviously I've played this mostly at home, and it's been absolutely excellent. But this was my first experience with taking it out of the house, and yeah, we'll get into it. So first of all, I was already debating whether I'm going to take this or I'm going to take my ROG Ally. Who's sitting over there? But I only had kind of one hard carrying case for these devices. I didn't feel safe traveling with the device without having like a safe place to keep it. You know, especially when we're getting in and out of the car, in and out of shops, and you know, shopping bags in the back of the car. I wanted to make sure it was in a container that was, you know, rock hard. I've got the Spigen case. I've just bought them from Amazon. It's fantastic. It's hard, you know, but I did try to fit both of them in it, the ROG Ally and the PS Portal, but nope. So I had to make a choice. So I've been playing Alan Wake Remastered because I'm going to start playing Alan Wake 2 very soon because I've just finished that. And I might actually start maybe doing some game reviews on the channel. I'm not sure yet. Anyway. And so I was playing those games on this. And I wanted to get that finished. So I said, right, I'll take PlayStation Portal this time, because this is what I've mainly been playing on. The games I'm playing on it are on this. My partner was driving down. My idea was I would sit my phone on the dashboard. Where I live and where we were traveling to, 99% of the coverage is 4G or 5G. So I have my phone on the dashboard, and I was just going to tether to this device. Now, this is the first time I've ever done this. This is the first time I ever looked into it. I didn't even think about looking into it before I even done it. I probably should have tested it before we went. But anyway, so I set my phone up to tether and connected to my phone network, my tethering network, as a hotspot, and I couldn't see the PlayStation. I tried this about 6 or 7 times. Couldn't connect to the PlayStation. So I even messaged my mother-in-law, who was at our house looking after the dog whilst we were away for that one night. Can you go upstairs and see if my PlayStation is turned on or it's on rest mode? And she said, you know, yeah, it's orange light. I'm like, right, okay, so I definitely left it on rest mode, so it should be prompting and turning on. So then I started Googling why this was happening for about 20 minutes and discovered, you know, check the NAT type. So on this, you can check the NAT type on here, and if it's NAT type 3, unbeknownst to me, you cannot connect to your PlayStation because of how restricted the network is. So I was NAT type 3 via my phone tethering to 4G and 5G. So apparently that means snookered. So when I was reading about it, it seems that some networks are unsuitable for gaming tethering wise too. And it turns out the way EE's network is set up with the tethering, it's NAT 3 and you can't really change it, and you're kind of snookered and you can't really do anything. There's people in the EE forums, now EE being the biggest kind of mobile cellular network provider in the UK, and the biggest by far, next to O2 obviously, but I think EE is bigger than O2. You know, I think, you know, most people in the UK are on EE or O2 usually. So it seems from what I was reading on the forum, EE also sell like a router box that you can buy. That's 5G. I that you can connect, kind of like a hotspot, kind of uses cellular data. People who are in the countryside who can't get a hardwired connection, they kind of use these things, or if you go camping or you go wherever, you can connect to this thing, which is apparently people in the forums are having issues with the PlayStation 5 and other things because the network type is NAT3 and you can't change it. So that snookered me completely. So I could not play this in the car journey down to where we're going, which is about a 2-hour car journey. And I was devastated. I had it in my head that for 2 hours, I was going to be able to sit and play Alan Wake 1, or I'm actually replaying the Last of Us remastered as well, part 1 remastered. And I was devastated. I was like, oh no. So that was that plan out the window. So I actually had to put this away because this is like completely useless at this point. Put it away. I actually have to communicate with my partner and talk to her. It was the worst. Jokes, by the way, joking, sarcasm. So yeah, she was probably happy about that. So yeah. So then we got to the hotel, and I'm like, great, hotel Wi-Fi. Let's see how this runs. Did a little speed test on my phone. I'm like, yeah, this should be good enough to play. We'll see what latency's like. I know hotels usually have like 50 million access points, especially like big hotels, like 3, 4, 5, 6 stories high. These have access points all over the place. Latency between access points. The more the distance, the more the latency. You run through different kind of access points and things. So sending on to the network, you have to receive a text message. You put your email address and you have to receive a text message. And as I'm hitting the text button, it just kind of dawns on me like, oh, yeah, I remember reading about this, that there's no browser in these things, and it just doesn't work. So because there's no kind of browser in this, you can't communicate with the hub you're connecting to enter your email address and your mobile number to get a verification code to get onto the hotel network. So I'm like, oh my God. So I'm trying to like Google ways to like connect to the network at the hotel through my phone, whilst my phone is being almost like an access point, so I could connect to my phone, which is connected to the hotel Wi-Fi. And I was at this for literally about an hour. I was searching different ways, downloading dodgy kind of IP port forwarding apps and looking at tutorial videos. And it was just a fucking nightmare to the point where I was just like, do you know what? I'm just not going to play games today, tonight, or tomorrow until we get home later at night. I didn't play a single minute of a video game for literally 36 hours or something like that, which to normal people is whatever, but to me, I had this in my head that we'd travel down, I get someplace in video game, we'd go out shopping, we'd come home and she would go in the bath or the spa and I could play my video games. And now I was just left with nothing. I was left with absolutely nothing. I had to watch Married at First Sight, and I had to watch I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here with my partner, and it was nice. But yeah, so I just wanted to let you guys know what kind of experiences that I had, and you should definitely see what network provider you have. I'm not sure if it's the same in the US, but in the UK, definitely. Check what network provider you're with, and then kind of just Google, have a look on their forums and see if people who are gaming with that network, how they were getting on, because apparently it's impossible for 4G EE customers to game on, especially NAT. I think you maybe can play some games, but to game on NAT3, you're not playing any multiplayer games for a start on NAT3. So yeah, look into that before you buy this thing. If you're thinking about it, if in your head you were thinking about buying this and tethering it with your phone to play video games when you're out and about, maybe think again, and maybe just look into that before you get this. And if you were thinking about really traveling with this all the time, maybe it's not the best traveling device. Maybe it's not. It should be. It should be the best traveling device. I can understand with. Okay, so the phone issue with the 4G, it's not this thing's fault. That's the network provider's fault, right? So I can let it off with that. But any single Wi-Fi signal, I should be able to play on it with this. Full stop. This needs a browser. I know Sony's worried about having a browser in here so people will jailbreak easy or something. They're going to do it anyway. There's nothing on here. Like, it needs a browser. It really needs a browser. People are going to be using this as a traveling handheld. It needs a browser. But as it stands with this thing as a whole, I absolutely love it for in the house. But this thing as a take it with you remote player, it's not great. It's not good at all, actually. This is just a remote player for your house. Generally, it's how I'm looking at it now. Until Sony update it and we get a browser in here at the very least, so I can connect to other Wi-Fi's, public Wi-Fi's that have these email addresses and mobile number verifications, this is useless to me outside the house. Which is fine, because I don't really travel that much anyway, but for people who are buying this solely thinking I'm going to take this on my travels, I'm a lorry driver or what have you, this is definitely not the greatest as it stands at the moment. But anyway, so I hope this video highlights some issues that I've had, and maybe you can look into them yourself and see if this device is right for you. And I hope it has helped you and maybe brought to light some issues that you never thought of, and you can go check them out and see if this device is still for you. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one, and I'll see you before 11 days, I promise. Bye, guys.